It is with great joy to report that Ascendance of a Bookworm is getting a third season. This has been announced on the official website for the Ascendance of Bookworm anime series. And not only did I want to get on here and let people know that may have missed it in our podcast or through other means, but I also want to emphasize why this is a great thing. And for those that have never watched the series, what is to be kind of expected of this series, and why you really need to get caught up. When reporting that Ascendance of a Bookworm is getting a third season, I did realize that I haven't really been doing YouTube specifically since the original series has actually aired. I mean, the second season was back in the spring 2021 anime season. But I do want to get on here to really emphasize to people that are now viewing our YouTube channel why this is such a great thing. And for those that are not familiar with Ascendance of Bookworm, it essentially follows it is an isekai story, but it takes it from a very different perspective. There's essentially this girl who is a extreme bookworm that unfortunately passes away in the real world. And she is kind of reborn in an isekai, a world where she is then placed into the body of a sickly girl. So it's kind of an isekai story where they're not reborn there, they're not just transported, but she's actually placed into the body of a girl that is in this world. And not only that, but it's a girl who is deathly ill. This is this girl named Mine. And Mine is in a very poor family. He's in the very commoners areas of everything, the slums, in a very poor family. And again, it's a very sickly body that she's placed in. We've kind of theorized within our own community and our podcast that Mine actually may have died at this point, and maybe she was placed in the body to kind of continue on her life. So in this new world, in the slum, surrounded by an unknown environment, a family that does definitely love her, she's slowly trying to find books. And being in a very poor family, in a very poor situation, books aren't really easy to come by. I mean, she does find one book in the slums, and it's kind of inside of a container being protected and costs a lot of money. So we've already kind of established in this world that books are very prestige. They're only for the rich. They're only for the nobles. So you do find out there is a class system within this world. There is the nobles and there's the commoners. And it seems like mana and magic has to do with nobility. So anybody that is noble has some sort of mana capability. And even though starting out, it does seem to focus more on her and her desire to read books, it kind of shifts to her wanting to create her own books. Like, if I can't buy a book, if I can't get access to a library, I'm going to make my own. And so that goes through the whole process of her trying to figure out some way of producing a book. And as the story goes along, you'll kind of shift in different perspectives. One being in her kind of bringing the knowledge of the previous world into this world in order to make some kind of success. She starts getting involved in a lot of merchants. And this kind of shifts also to trying to figure out how she can make her body no longer weakened, no longer ill all the time, as you'll find out the cause of what is essentially what took Mine to the state that she was, because she's always very weak. She has to be carried everywhere. She can't walk for very long, and you'll soon find out why that is. And this eventually leads her to the church. In the second season, a lot of the focus is on the church, and still those little elements of her being a merchant, the things that she can kind of produce in order to make money, and eventually get a book. And that's about all I'll get into with this particular series. I'm very much so looking forward to where it will go in the third season. This series just has so much stuff to offer, and I think a lot of that is surrounding what Mine goes through as this new person, the new life that she is experiencing, the class systems, everybody that surrounds her, her family, the things that she goes through, her adorable nature with Lutz, who is pretty much kind of like her childhood friend of this world. There's just so many great subtle comedy beats throughout the series, but so much surrounding these heartwarming moments that really humanize the character and humanize those that are around her. Everything that she goes through, the experiences she has, the characters she meets, everybody is such a wonderful addition to the series. I cannot express enough how much this entire series so far has been brought leaps and bounds above most any other isekai, just based on characters alone, character moments, and just Mine as a character as she develops. That being said, I don't want to make this video too long, but I do want people to get a brief idea of what to expect with this series, and to really express how much and you have plenty of time to work with right now. You still have the fall and winter season to really get caught up. I hope that people will at least give the series a chance, get caught up, watch the first 2 seasons, and really give this series a chance, because like I said, it's worth a chance. I think if you give it it's an isekai, so I don't want to watch it, don't discount it based on the fact that it's an isekai. It does so much more, and I think it definitely does deserve you to give a chance. With that said, very excited for a 3rd season. Cannot wait for it. Just wanted to get on here and let you guys know about the series and hopefully let you give it a chance. If you guys like this video, please leave a like down below. Comment. Let me know if you checked out the series or if you're excited for the 3rd season, or maybe hopefully this video got you encouraged to go check it out. If you do check it out, let me know what you think of it so far. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and y'all take care.